Hi, my name is Gerhard Schwann and welcome to Selling Power TV. Today we continue our conversation with Dr. Herb Greenberg, the founder of Caliper. Welcome, Herb.
Thank you. Good to be here.
Let's talk about the 4 qualities of successful leaders. How did you find them?
Well, what we did originally, when we started Caliper, we were working with companies, telling them, suggesting to them that they look at what the person is, not necessarily what they've done. But the thing we kept finding over and over and over again is that even where a company would look for somebody outside of the typical resume, the people wouldn't apply. In other words, that accountant who could sell wouldn't apply for that sales job. That salesperson who was a good leader wouldn't apply for it. So we decided we needed to do something to connect the individual with the company. And so we wrote this book, Succeed on Your Own Terms, which I'm proud to say was a New York Times bestseller. And Patrick Sweeney and I traveled around the world, interviewed about 200 people in various leadership positions, tested them, interviewed them, boiled it down to 50 people, and wrote this book, Succeed on Your Own Terms, which takes these people in 4 areas: sports, business, entertainment, and politics, and say, what are the qualities that make leaders out of them? These are very different people: billionaires, poor people, people with criminal records, people with, I mean, you name it, and the difference among them is enormous. But we boiled down to 4 that really marked the top leaders, whether it was in business, sports, politics, or entertainment. 4 things marked these top people, okay? First, they had their own definition of success. Each person knew exactly what he or she needed to do in order to feel success, in order to feel good, short-term and long-term. And by the way, it should be added that none of these leaders used money as a definition of success. 0. Even the poor people never said, oh, when I make $1 million, I'll be successful. Never happened. The second quality that marked the leader is knowing themselves. Who am I? What are my strengths? What are my weaknesses? What are the core things that make me feel good about me? And what am I ready to stand up and say, I'm no good at this? That ability and the willingness to admit the negatives. The third thing that we found is they're having the courage to take advantage of the defining moment in their life. A lot of people have a defining moment. It's something that happens to them, an accident, an illness, something that they can't control, that change their lives, or an idea that comes to them, you know. One of the people we write in our book is Angie, who was up on the roof doing some roof work for a construction company. It's a July day, it's hot, the sun is beaming down. He said, hey, wait a minute, I don't want to be here. So he slides down, tells his boss he's quitting. She asked him, what does he want to do? What are you going to do? He said, well, I play the ukulele. Maybe I'll start a singing telegram company. She became his first customer. 25 years later, he has a very, very successful company. He's very happy, and he's no longer sweating on the top of a roof. So to take advantage and to recognize your defining moment and use it. And finally, so important, to love the work you do. You cannot be at the top of your game if you don't love what you're doing. There was a basketball player who we interviewed, who we got to know with one of the teams we worked with. And he was adequate. He was a big, tall guy, about 6'11", 7 foot, earning about $6 million a year. And everybody said he had all this talent in the world, but he never would be a Shaquille O'Neal or a Tim Duncan or any of the great ones. And I said to him one day, what's holding you back? Why aren't you as good as you could be? He said, I hate this game. I hate this game.
Amazing.
And I said, so why are you playing it? He said, anybody will pay me $6 million a year, I'll play it, as long as they'll pay me $6 million a year. But that's what stopped him from being a great leader, you see, not loving his work.
We're going to continue our conversation with Dr. Herb Greenberg tomorrow, where we talk about how job matching applies to sports.